since the pandemic, a lot of large businesses like JCPenney, J.Crew, 24-Hour Fitness, Neiman Marcus even, Hertz, and many, many more, those companies have all filed for bankruptcy. In the coming months, a tsunami of bankruptcies, both commercial and consumer, is expected. Attorney Eric Steiner with the Steiner Law Group joining us now with more. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So let's dive right in. A lot of people hear bankruptcy. What exactly does this mean? Does this mean you shut your doors forever, or maybe there's a avenue for you to get back on your feet?
That's a great question. So basically, bankruptcy means that the businesses or the consumers' income is less than their debt. Does not necessarily mean that the business shuts down. They can reorganize through the Chapter 11 process. And they can also choose to shut down through the Chapter 7 liquidation process.
So let's talk about it in the context of COVID-19, because we know a lot of businesses are suffering. We've also heard that, businesses have been given some aid by the federal government. How does that all come into play?
That's a great question. So the Paycheck Protection Program was a program by the federal government to provide assistance to businesses. That is running out in a couple of months. There are additional benefits that are running out, such as additional federal unemployment benefits. State and federal moratoriums on evictions and foreclosures are soon going to be lifted, which will put these businesses as well as consumers in a position where they're without a lifeline and they still have those debt obligations.
So let's talk about mom and pop businesses. I don't want to talk about the big changes just yet. If they're finding themselves in this situation, what can they realistically do to kind of stem the tide of loss? Is it doing better with their finances? What can they realistically do?
I don't think it's a function of looking at their finances. It's the lack of revenue. People aren't able to go to these restaurants and the other small businesses that people are not able to purchase from these businesses. So the best thing that these business owners can do is talk to a bankruptcy attorney first, so they can at least be educated about what their options are and what a bankruptcy looks like, whether it's a liquidation or some sort of reorganization where they can eliminate or restructure some of that debt.
Is there anything else people should know about filing for bankruptcy?
Absolutely. As I said before, talk to a lawyer, counsel first, so at least they can get educated, consumers and businesses. And even though bankruptcy is often seen as a last resort, there really should be no stigma attached to a bankruptcy. Many businesses emerge from bankruptcy more successful, more profitable, and families no longer have to worry about foreclosures, wage-making account garnishments.
Eric Steiner with the Steiner Law Group. Thank you for those tips. You've got a lot of compassion and empathy in the way you deliver it. I think that'll make a difference for a lot of people. Appreciate you this morning.
Thank you so much.
Again, that's the SteinerLawGroup.com is the website.